You know, back when I was in the academy, we would follow every toast with a song.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first episode of Star Trek Engage. Yes, we have actually renamed the show, but we are still going to be reviewing Star Trek Picard, Season 3, Episode number 7. So, welcome to myself and Mr. Horny Alf.
Yes. Good to be here. Get some more Picard.
Yes.
And then also to add to that Star Trek Engage, as soon as we finish Picard, we're going to start at the beginning with TOS and work our way through to TNG, DS9, Voyager.
Yep, that we are. As you can see, Samuel is not here. He is obviously otherwise engaged, but we are streaming on his channel. He might stop in a little bit later. He said he was going to try. So, but if not, that's okay. And of course, we got Caucasian Sasquatch says this is what madness feels like. I know, right? Samuel and I were discussing that last week. I used to hate that intro when they would play it on Flashcast, and now I actually love it.
I gotta ask that. I'm assuming that that song in that video is not copyright, because
no, it's not.
Okay.
No, a YouTuber made that, and he made it years ago. I think it's been like 4 or 5 years. But yeah, it's a funny video. Freaking hilarious. Yeah. So, and the reason I started using it is because they stopped using it on Flashcast for like a couple of months, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, so I'm gonna use it, and then of course, like as soon as I started using it, they started using it again. I'm like, damn you, Flash.
It's a long video. Flash's intros are super long, anyways.
Oh my god, the 10-minute intro. I mean, our intro is only about 3 minutes. That's about what it is. For Friday Night's Royal Rumble, it's about a 3-minute intro. I think anything longer than like 3 minutes is too much.
Oh,
It
and,
just gives enough people, notification to say,
and
hey,
it, yeah, and as far as I know, Renaissance Nerd should be here. He's I got his stream going in the background. They're still
yeah,
going, talking about Witcher. So
yeah, yeah. I had to take that off because I forgot that we did get taken down one time for a still shot. This is
ugh.
the only thing, the only stream I've ever had taken down for a still shot was reviewing Picard.
Yeah, Paramount seems to be very anal retentive about their stuff being seen, especially Star Trek.
Yeah. But so we are reviewing Picard season 3, episode number 7. It is called Dominion. Now, obviously, that relates to Deep Space Nine and the Dominion War, because obviously we're dealing with the changelings. So let's jump into it. All right, of course, lovely scene.
Ship porn.
Yeah. Now, obviously, they're hiding. They're in hiding right now.
Where is Captain William Riker?
I'm afraid I have no knowledge of Captain Riker's whereabouts.
Oh, I love this scene.
I know, right?
What I've ascertained, there is no official record of Will Riker being.
I know. I love this
So
scene too.
So the title's called Dominion. So they're alluding back to DS9, but then they've got a scene with 2 Voyager characters talking to each other, or so you think they are.
Yes, very correct.
Taken into Starfleet custody.
So they're analyzing his voice to make sure who he is, who he says he is.
When was your
Yeah.
last contact with Admiral Janeway?
Not recently. However, I assume she's preoccupied with the logistics of Frontier Day, as we are a mere 36 hours from the festivities. The entire fleet is assembling in the Sol system as we speak. Such an unprecedented celebration would no doubt require her complete attention.
So we brought that up in an earlier episode. He says the entire fleet, and I have a problem with that because Starfleet is made up of like 7 to 10,000 ships. They're not going to have all those ships at Earth at one time.
No, I know.
That's a plot. I think they screwed that up in the plot. I mean, if he went and said, a chunk of the fleet's going to be there, then I'd take that. But they're not going to pull every ship off of every mission and border patrolling just for a parade. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. It's also just bad logistics, in my opinion, from a military standpoint.
Admiral Picard and I have tried to reach her. Everything we've seen, from Commander Rowe's investigation to the theft at Daystrom, indicates a coordinated effort by the changelings to infiltrate Starfleet in key positions. Tuvok, the entire Frontier Day ceremony is in danger. Can you please help us reach others that we can trust?
Given your current status as fugitives, it will be difficult.
All right, so this is actually important. They analyzed his voice for the second time, and now it's saying inconclusive. So that's kind of I hit my microphone because I talk with my hands. Gosh darn it. So yeah, there you go. There's Samuel. He says, "Sorry, I can't make it, fellas. Have a great show, and I'll join you all next week." Awesome, man. Enjoy your trip, and
Nice.
we will see you next week. You've earned it. So it says inconclusive. This is much like taking like a polygraph test. You can get inconclusive results, which means that you can't tell if you're telling the truth or lying. That's not necessarily a terrible thing, but it does cause some concern.
It does give Seven the knowledge that she needs to test whoever she's talking to.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Because they don't know if it is or not. Because, like you said, even someone taking a lie detector test, they can come up inconclusive, and they may be telling the truth.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And also at the same time, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Thank you.
Yeah, I forgot it's Father's Day, but it is. So,
I understand the complexities of this issue are like a house of cards, much like our games of Kalto.
I need not remind you. You've beaten me countless times.
Oh, I love the Voyager music.
Yeah.
If you are willing to arrange a meeting, I can assist you in locating allies. Those whose gatekeepers are not compromised.
I know a safe place. Ackley and 7. I once underwent a procedure there to stabilize my neural pattern.
Of course. Any location you desire.
A Vulcan would never go to Ackley and 7 after the anti-Kolinar demonstrations.
Got him.
In my neural pattern, it was stabilized by a mind meld on Voyager by my friend Tuvok.
Trace activated. Subspace relay
Oops.
5 and 6 are down. I can't
Ruh-roh.
slow them.
Hanson, we gotta shut it down.
Only the real Tuvok would know we played Calto, which means he must have told you. The hell have you done with him?
All I can tell you is, when we are done with him, when we are done with all of you, death will come as a relief.
Relays are almost down. If I can't kill this signal soon, they're gonna find us.
Where is Will Riker? Is he alive?
Me, Admiral?
Cool effect.
I'm as good as dead. Just like you.
Jordy,
Disconnecting.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Admiral,
Yeah.
doing this. Maybe it's time we just accept it.
Problem is, if you know what happens at the end of the season, you can't just accept it.
Yeah, I don't actually know what happens in the season.
Oh, you
Yeah.
haven't seen the end? Okay.
No, I haven't seen the end. That's why.
All right, I won't spoil it. But yeah.
That's why. They've been Samuel and Renaissance have been keeping what happens in the last couple of episodes secret because I haven't seen that far. I haven't seen past episode 8. So
You saw 8. You haven't seen 9 or 10.
No, I haven't seen 9 or 10
Okay.
yet. All right, so now we are obviously still on the Titan.
Jordy, were you able to contact Mr. Worf?
He and Raffi are monitoring Starfleet security at
Ugh,
Exoport.
Raffi.
They confirmed there's no mention of
It's just whenever anybody mentions Raffi, I'm just like,
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I mean,
sure.
nothing against the woman that played her, but they wrote that character terrible.
Oh yeah,
She just comes off as petulant and annoying.
she's an a-hole.
Yeah.
Like all the time, a-hole.
Will in custody. Damn it. They're on their way back here now. And not a moment too soon. Short of junkyards like this, I'm running out of places to hide us.
And we're running out of time to expose this conspiracy to Starfleet. Frontier Day is just hours away.
So, I have been weighing the morality of some.
Yeah, I know this isn't it's not the whole TNG crew, but I like seeing them around the table talking again.
Oh, I do too. It's and obviously you know that that does happen again.
Yeah.
So it's that was a fun scene to see too.
These new changelings, whether they've evolved or found some other means of replicating our physiology, it makes them unique. Perhaps there's a way we can exploit that uniqueness.
You mean fashion a weapon against them?
Yes, or at the very least a tool to identify and root them out.
So what's your moral dilemma?
The solution may be biological, and targeting a species on biology alone is tantamount to genocide.
Like the virus used against them in the Dominion War.
Exactly. I know we're desperate, but I am concerned about crossing a line.
Well, see what you can find. We'll weigh the morality if and when this becomes actual. I was supposed to be part of the Frontier Day ceremony. My participation as an admiral in the fleet exercises requires genetic confirmation of my identity.
You know, considering the theft of your body from Daystrom, I'm wondering if they're not trying to use yours and maybe even Jack's DNA to create some kind of perfect doppelganger Jean-Luc Picard.
I am fearful of the same thing.
Your DNA is yours and Jack's is Jack's. But is it possible that a DNA sample from a relative could be used to complete an incomplete DNA sequence?
We need more information.
There is some.
Yeah,
What's up, Matt?
I like they're talking there about potentially poisoning all of the shapeshifters. And they're like, well, the moral issue with that, and if you've watched TNG or DS9, that's what I like about these shows. They come up, every episode is episodic, and they come up with some moral dilemma that they have to either deal with in a moral way, or sometimes they take the road that they probably shouldn't have. But it's because some episodes I've seen end where you don't get the best ending.
Yeah, that's very true. And moral dilemmas are in television shows are what are one of the things that make them good, because then of course it makes it helps flesh out the characters as being flawed, and it gives them humanity to a something that's on a television show. It's so and I think that has been lost on some of the writing. If you talk about Discovery, Star Trek Discovery, Michael Burnham or whatever, literally assaults her captain and commits mutiny to try to save everybody.
Oh, not just that, she started the Klingon Federation War.
Yeah, she started the war. Yeah,
because of her bad behavior.
Yeah, pretty much. And there's no moral dilemma to that. It's like, well, she did it, whatever. It's like, no, not really. Like, there should be a problem here, but they just gloss over it. She started it, and then of course she's the answer to solving it, and I'm like, bullshit.
One on board who does no more.
Data.
Lieutenant, I understand that you have been making some progress on this.
I have some issues with what they do with Data in this episode, but I'll bring that up when we get to it.
Okay. All right, cool.
Well, sort of. We at least think we've identified the source of the problem.
Let's show him. Cognitive functions only.
Captain. Geordi. I'm no longer on the Enterprise. Scimitar.
That was many, many years ago.
Interesting that he immediately goes to the moment where he died.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which totally negates what happened in season 1 of Picard. Acting like season 1 never happened.
I was gonna say, I think they're trying to act like it never happened, because it's such a shameful piece of crap. And I think that's putting it nicely.
Well, you're so old.
Oh my God, that's what I wanted to show. I love it. I love the personality shift.
Many years ago.
That would explain why you're so old.
Lord.
Wow.
I'm very cruel to you.
And here's the problem.
I'll tell you one thing, Brent Spiner,
This is brother.
I think he does a great job with Data and lore, but I don't really like him as an actor in anything else. He's not that great.
No, I would agree. I guess, it's very strange that he would be so good at these two opposite characters at portraying them both literally in the same moment in time, but he's not very good at anything else.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe
he's over the top in every other part I've ever seen him in.
Yeah, it's very strange because obviously, Data is very mellow, very kind of an underwhelming character in a sense. Doesn't have a big personality, but then lore is so over the top. It's like
Lore's like the complete opposite.
Literally the complete opposite. Yeah. So it's just kind of ironic that he was never really, he wasn't really in a lot of anything else, and he really wasn't even, I remember watching him, on The Big Bang Theory, and he plays kind of like an over the top character a little bit too. Like he plays a little more like lore-ish than he would, so.
But surely he was deactivated.
Archived is more like it. Simply put, this unit is currently home to both data and lore simultaneously.
I apologize for the outburst, Captain. I'm not in complete control of this body, nor am I in complete control of my utter revulsion at your ancient face.
So has Lore always been this arch?
Did the tree move, or did the apple just fall far from it? When you're constantly subjected to these self-righteous, self-proclaimed heroes spewing their morality as if vomit were somehow virtuous, then sometimes, dear, a little bend, a little arch, a little antagonizing flair is required.
Lore has a perverted sense of what it means to be human. We were able to access the architecture of this unit's positronic brain. It contains 4 identity matrices. Sung and B4 operate as a memory file only, but there is a clear partition between the data and Lore personality profiles. Essentially, they're both in there, each one fighting for dominance.
Why would Alton Sung do this?
Perhaps Sung was hoping that the personalities would integrate themselves. Maybe an effort to give Data the one thing he always wanted.
To be human.
It's possible that the answers to humanity and free will the Sungs have been asking all these centuries is here, now in this data. But partition suggests that Sung feared that Lore would consume all aspects of data.
Data, if you can hear me, we need your help.
Why would I help you, Picard?
Data! Old friend, tell me why the changelings have stolen my body. What might they be using it for?
Extraction. Sung research indicates an anomalous form inside Jean-Luc Picard. Previous diagnosis of aromatic syndrome is in question.
What is it?
Additional research.
I like this because they another instance where they're negating something that happened in the first season, because that was what they came up with. The reason why Picard was dying in season 1 is because he had this aromatic syndrome that was killing him, and now they're harkening back to it, but they're like, it's in question, as in we don't think it was aromatic syndrome, something else.
Yep.
So
well, it's almost like they just, it's yeah. Have you heard people talking about the fact that what would you think if they did a season 4? And I'm like,
well, after seeing what they're doing with Strange New Worlds season 2, even Robert Meyer Burnett is going off on how bad it is. So,
I believe it.
An inferior Picard. A perfectly imperfect Picard. Through and through. Help me. Help me, Captain. Please. Help me, Captain.
This is too much. Years ago, Data asked me to let him go, to die in peace. And now he's asking for my help. We have to do something. Could we free Data by erasing Lore?
Jean-Luc, this new positronic body is infinitely more complex than the Data that I used to know. This is more art than engineering. The metaphasic figures are too immense.
yeah, I don't remember if we said it in the last episode, but I see what they did here, because the problem with Data was always going to be he was going to age out the character.
Yeah.
So they had to they decided to make a body that looked Brent Spiner's age. So
yes.
So it makes sense. I mean, you saw what they did. They're doing it. And I don't have a problem with it, because that was always going to be a problem. Because in the first season of Picard, they had Brent Spiner back in the makeup, and it looked weird.
Did it?
Because you could tell they tried to smooth out his face or pull his skin back because they have those things where you can pull the wrinkles out. It just looked weird. It looked very weird.
Jeez. Ugh, that doesn't sound awesome. It doesn't sound awesome at all. Which I didn't watch season 1 or 2. No loss there. But I did hear enough about it in the bastardization and all the ripoffs that they were doing.
Oh, I want to mention Renaissance Nerd that he just ended his stream, but I saw he was pimping our show. So,
oh, cool. That's nice of him. I appreciate him doing it. Well, considering it's kind of his show too now. So
yeah,
he is on the thumbnail. I like the fact that he's a red shirt. He's like, great, I'm a red shirt. I get to die. Oh, it's funny. But yeah, so I like that. I like that they're trying to, actually put some common sense to it. Try to like make it believable instead of just they're like, oh well, and then and as much money as that they probably thrown at all these bad Star Trek shows. You think they could have just like tried to CGI and de-age them?
Maybe, I don't know. Star Trek Discovery, they threw a ton of money at the first couple seasons of that.
And it's still a piece of shit.
It's you can polish a turd, but it's still a turd,
Yeah, it's a turd. I still have yet to continue watching it. I stopped at episode 9, and I have not felt the want at all to go back or even the care.
And when I first started watching that show, I think it had 2 seasons out, and I was like, all right, cool, new Star Trek, because I didn't know anything about it. It was a struggle. I think I got through season 2 and watched like 1 or 2 episodes of season 3, and I was like, I have no desire to watch this.
Yeah, it's not good, and I don't want to bag on it, just because, just because what everybody's like, oh, you guys are just hating on it, because you hear the comments like, oh, y'all are hating on it because you're grifting, or you're or you just you guys don't like anything. It's like, no, if it wasn't called Star Trek Discovery.
Hey, I gave it a try. I went 2 seasons and some change into it, and I just like, this is stupid, because the stories from the first 2 seasons, it just, I don't know. I mean,
if they would have just called it Discovery and what's up, buddy?
Hello. I'm here. Where are we? What are we doing?
So we just got to the part where they turned on Data, and it's Data and Lore both going back and forth talking to Geordi.
Oh, that's good stuff. That is good stuff.
Yes,
that's good stuff. All right.
We were also bagging on Discovery a little bit.
I'm always up for that.
I was just gonna say, had they just called it Discovery and not try to make it Star Trek anything, it probably would have been somewhat tolerable.
I think if they had put it in the Kelvin timeline or in some other timeline and not considered it part of the main Star Trek timeline, I would have been okay with it. But the fact that they tried to make it canon with the main story, the main timeline of Star Trek, I had problems, because it just doesn't make sense. And they make Spock out to be an idiot, and yeah. So.
Okay. I saw the private chat. STD. Samuel must be listening from the road. Giggles and Bits says season 1 of Picard, they promised Spiner they would do him in CGI. When he showed up on set, they told him they ran out of money. That's why they went.
Then how did it explain the lump on the side of his neck? Then how does that?
Yeah, I was telling Ryan, because he hasn't seen season 1. I was telling him that I was happy when they introduced Data's new body in this one. It was an older version of himself, because Brett Spiner aging out of the Data part was an inevitability. And in season 1, when they just brought him in and put makeup on him, it looked like ass.
Yeah, I saw the stills.
Well, you guys just ended up talking. I'll be right back. I gotta grab an allergy pill, man. My shit is The freaking pollen here, man, in Florida is crazy right now. I'll be right back.
I am so glad I went through my allergy phase when I was a teenager, and they just loaded me up with allergy shots, and eventually I wrote it out, and I'm fine now. I pity everybody. I watch my mom suffer from allergies all year long. It's terrible.
I never had allergies as a kid. My dad had them bad, but I developed like this scratch in my throat during certain times of the year, and it just gives me like this little cough that's like annoying.
I got congestion. I got stuffy. I couldn't breathe. I was allergic to nature and dust mites when I was a kid, and that was what that was. But I'm fine now.
I was telling Ryan, and I think it's in this episode, but there's some issues I have with what they do to Data. I think this is the episode. I didn't. He's already seen it. I think is this the episode where they hook him up to the ship, or is that next?
At the end of the episode. That's the end of the episode because he saves everything. He does his Data thing at the end.
But my issue is when you have a Data that's still struggling with two personalities, why are they hooking him up to the ship? He's unstable, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it is a good question.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's next episode where he saves everything. Yeah, this is no, it's this episode. Sorry, it is this episode.
Didn't they try to hook him up to the ship to try to stabilize him or something? I thought they said that there was a reason for doing that because I'm pretty sure I remember when I watched it, I was like, well, this isn't going to end good. You know, you kind of see what's coming.
It's net. I'm sorry. It's 8 where Data does his thing. This is where Lore screws everybody over. This is the episode where Lore screws everybody over.
Yeah, this is where I had the issue is like, and I don't remember them explaining why they needed to hook him up to the ship. I guess we'll get to it, but
yeah.
This is I think it had something to do with the trap, I guess, setting the trap.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was setting the trap, which we are going to be getting to probably in the next 10 minutes of the episode, which will probably be like 20 minutes for us. But yeah, so this is where we are right here.
With the help of the ship's computers, I can hopefully analyze the barrier.
There you go. That's
there
why.
You go.
That's literally if I would have played it, it's kind of what I just said.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
And Lore prevails. We might lose Data. This time forever.
Samuel says 4 personalities.
Yes.
You retarded. All right, now we're back on the Shrike, which we should show because shipboard.
Yeah. I like this episode, and I especially like what happens towards the end. Okay.
No, go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
No. I mean, I'm getting to the point where when we get to it, I love Jack and Sydney's final moment of the episode for so many reasons. But I have to keep my powder dry because I forgot we're going down the pike here on this. Yeah. I'm so razzled from the last show. I'm organizing my brain.
No. Alf says he was kind of monitoring your, watching your stream to when you got done. I guess you were talking about The Witcher.
Yeah.
Holy cow! How did I didn't know I could make this. Never mind. I accidentally clicked something. Did you know in StreamYards you can click on the window of us and make it full screen?
Yes. Sometimes I double click that by accident.
Yeah, that's what I just did. I don't like that.
No. I need to see everything here.
Yeah, I don't like that. Anyway.
Running out of time. Report.
The associates of Jean-Luc Picard were unexpectedly firm in their loyalty in him. I don't anticipate them breaking in the time we have left.
They must. Do not fear me.
Yeah.
Your physiology is not as special or complex as you believe. You are by nature malleable, made of bend.
I like to make the point that she's very ominous earlier in the show when she's dealing with the cast and the Titan, but this is the only character that she loses all of her ominous nature around this person she's talking to.
And at the time, you're wondering who the hell is this?
I know,
Who's doing this?
Strikes fear into her.
Yeah. And at the time, thinking, wow, again, we're questioning. This is breaking the changeling rules, and now this episode shows us that what's going on with these changelings too, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I really want to know who the hell this person is or what it is, because obviously she's got this badass ship that quite frankly seems to be unbeatable, and she radiates just this calm, but there's this one character that you don't know who it is that freaks her out. And of course now you can see is screwing with her form, breaking
The singular flesh. Dismember one from the other. Do whatever is necessary. The hour of Starfleet's fall nears. We must have the boy. Or you and your kind will find your own existence meaningless.
And then he vomits back into her hand.
It does a good job of hiding who it is, because I didn't see the signs. Hindsight, I see them all, but I didn't see the signs of who it is, and I respect that, because if I'm not paying attention, even if I am sort of paying attention, if you get one by me, I respect it, because I see it's so hard to watch things and see the predictability of a show. And the way they do this, it works. I was okay with it in the end. And it does a great job of hiding it in this, in my opinion.
The great thing about this show is whether you picked up on the clues or not, it got people excited to watch next week. And you had people theorizing what was going to happen. I haven't had that in a while, with Star Trek.
Yeah, that only happens with a really good show. And obviously you can see on her face that she's like freaked the F out.
Afraid.
Yeah. She's almost in tears in a character who's been pretty stoic the whole entire time. So now we will return to Jack. And I don't know if you can hear that, but it's always when I'm on a damn stream, the cats decide to act like ass wipes.
I don't hear it.
Okay, as long it's like, good God. I'll show it here in a second.
What your quarters like? Nice?
No. Eminence and their standard. Small. Very small.
Yeah, he wants to smash.
Yeah, and I am totally okay with this.
Yeah, I am too.
I found myself a cracking little sweet. I'd love to.
And for once, with a young character on this new Trek, they don't make him just petulant and annoying,
insufferable.
Yeah.
Well, because you have two young characters here who obviously are related to two of the legacy characters, and they undermine their parents in a sense, but it's not in a disrespectful manner. It's not in a manner of I'm smarter than you. It's that the kids are a little overzealous to help. That we saw.
The one thing I noticed about Jack is that he gives me big Captain Kirk vibes. And
I would agree with that.
And which is very different Captain from what Picard was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Picard was more of a analyze the situation, be more diplomatic. Kirk was, go in fist flailing,
fly by the seat of your pants.
Yeah.
And I really liked the last episode when Jack sat in the captain's chair and Seven was like off, and he's like I'm just trying it on, and she lets him sit down, and then they have that awesome talk and they stay look at all the ships, which was awesome. But yeah, that was so. Little bit of schmoozing.
No, it's fine. Totally fine.
Is he flirting? Those eyes.
Now that's weird.
He is charming. Please be subtle first. Touch my hand.
So is he? I forgot about this scene. He's reading her thoughts.
Yeah, and you're trying to figure out how the hell is he doing this, and by the end of it, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
So she said, "Touch my hand," and he did.
Well, she was thinking, "Touch my hand."
Yeah,
and-
yeah. She was
yeah.
thinking it. Thank you. And she's like, "Why'd you do that?"
I say think he is. Besides, gorgeous. At least be subtle first. How did he know to touch my hand? How do you know?
And that's kind of the bad thing that's going on with whatever's going on with him. Is what's doing that.
Yeah, and that's another hint to later, which I don't think you've gotten to yet, on what the what's actually happening.
Yeah, no, I haven't made it past 8, and I technically I don't think I watched the last 10 minutes because I know that you guys were saying that 9 and 10 are kind of like they're connected.
It's a two-parter.
It's
Yeah,
a two-parter.
So
I didn't want to watch the last 10 minutes of episode 8 because I didn't know if there's going to be like a cliffhanger moving into the 2-part 9 and 10.
No, there isn't, because you don't get 9 is the cliffhanger of 10, where it's like, oh, just show us.
Okay. All right. So I think Jack's on the bridge right now. Yes. Or no. He's talking to his dad. And the conference room. Oh crap! Why did my StreamYards go? What the hell, StreamYards?
What'd it do?
Well, my StreamYard on one computer just took a dive.
Interesting.
That's super. I mean, I'm still up, but the other one's not. Hold on. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm still good on my my stream.
Oh, I'm okay. Well, I wouldn't know streaming. I'm not simul streaming.
Hold on, that was super weird. What just happened? All right, so let me go back in. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I don't. It's not my it. Yeah, I'm still up. So I'm gonna restart the computer because StreamYard went down. I don't know why. It just stopped. Except for the one my computer that I stream from is still up, but the other one showing the show went down. I don't know why. Well, how's everybody doing?
I'm tired. I've had very little sleep for a couple of different reasons, both my own fault and the fact that taking care of somebody right now. So I'm tired.
Yeah. Yeah. It was kind of funny that my internet ended up going down last night, which I'm actually okay with because on Vets Talking, man, like I was they went for 3.5 hours and I was like, I would not have been up for that. Once it gets past midnight, I start becoming like I'm just like, all right, I'm over it.
Yeah, when they have a guest, they tend to go really long. So
all right. Let's try to pull StreamYard back up and see if it cooperates. I wonder if that was a StreamYard issue because it's what went down first. Okay, so hopping back in. All right, so that's back. I'll bring the episode back up, guys. Sorry. This is on me. I don't know what the hell. Live show, not professional. Even if I
yeah, YouTube.
Yeah, I don't think anything that we do on the on YouTube is professional. I think we would all agree with that.
We're all boomers at some point. It happens.
Okay, is this where I want to be?
For the audience out there, if you just tuned in, he majorly boomered. No, his computer just crashed. StreamYard's crashed.
Yeah. On my one computer, it just took a shit. I don't know why, but my other computer's fine. So that's why I think it was a StreamYard issue because it crashed on one but not on the other. So all right, we're back. And this is here we go.
Admiral. Jack, how are you doing?
Captain, another long-range trace attempt from Starfleet.
Ignore it like the rest.
Hold on. Sirs, this is a compromised prefix code.
What's a compromised code?
It's a code that a captain in distress can give that will ping his designated starship. It will give the enemy the location of the ship, but it lets us know that the captain's been caught.
And compromise. It will.
The frequency matches the Shrike.
Paddock has him.
Esmar, block the signal. Do not let them find us.
Aye, sir. Scrambling comms.
I like what's about to happen here. We know that the Titan is no match for the Shrike. Every time they've encountered it, it was either went bad or they had to use the environment to their advantage to get out of there, which of course was freaking badass. Throwing the asteroid at it, that was so cool. But now it's okay. We got to save Will, or as we know, we got to give Worf the chance to save Will. So let's set up a situation where we can have some sort of advantage where it's not so much ship against ship, but put crew against crew.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very Star Trek to me.
Oh, I would agree. I would agree. Right.
La 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 la. No dead air.
And other than Star Trek Discovery, this is actually.
What is that? What is going on?
I'll go ahead
the
and input.
sound went out
while you're working. That. So
the sound on the episode went out.
The thing I like about this Star Trek or this season is that they're looking for scientific solutions to their problems, and they're not just standing in hallways crying about their emotions.
Yeah.
And when they are standing in hallways or in a turbo lift, someone's actually hitting on somebody, which is cool.
And they're not gay.
Yes.
No, it isn't anything good.
Okay. Back. The sound went out. I have no idea what's going on. If my shit dies and I just disappear, that's what happened last night on Vets Talking. And like 30 minutes in, and I was like, I don't care. I'm not going back. I'm not gonna mess with this. Like,
dude, that happened to me. I think it was Saturday or Friday or Saturday. I did a game stream and I was 10 minutes in and my power went out.
Yeah, I'm just like, so if I disappear, fuck.
and my power didn't even go out. It was just a flicker, but it was enough to shut my Xbox off and reset my Wi-Fi router.
I hate that. It just,
I do too.
Hey, your router's going to take 10 minutes to reset. Yeah.
And I got back on and I was like, all right, resuming the stream now that I got interrupted by a power outage.
Yeah. I think. Oh, I think it froze the one StreamYard too. Hold on. No, it says leave studio. Why can't I see the comment if somebody just commented? Why? I'm already over this. I don't know about you guys. I've had enough. Hold on. What, dude? I think the StreamYard went down again. What in the hell is going on?
Yeah, I don't see any comments in your. I'm looking at your live chat on your side. And I know you've had people comment in there, so
I don't know what's going on. This is
it's Paramount trying to get us.
I guess.
Yeah, let stop us from talking good about something. Yeah, that would be about right.
Okay, let's see. But yeah, Primal says, hey, hooray for hetero relations. I know, right?
Well, humanity wouldn't exist without it.
I know, right? Thank a straight person.
Yep.
I'm gonna
for making me.
I'm gonna try this again with StreamYards. If it doesn't work this next time, I'm probably gonna switch it over to the one computer and just use one computer. I don't know. I don't want to play anymore.
I want to go home. Go home.
This sucks.
Game over, man. Game over. Can I just eat some Cheetos and do this?
Yeah. Let me do this another time. God, we only got one episode to get through. Jesus Christ.
Tell me. What goes on? And now,
Riker was good to me from moment one, and now he's in trouble, and he's got a wife and a child. And maybe we let the strike find us. I'd trade myself for him.
No, absolutely not.
Do you have any idea what it's like knowing that people have died?
Oh,
Will die. What for me?
Yeah.
It's not worth it. I'm not worth it.
Big long pause. Dramatic pause.
well, this is good because this is great Jack character development.
Yeah.
It's the depth. It's wow, he's not just snark. He has feelings.
Well, also too, it's after watching some of the Discovery, it's kind of nice that he's not in tears. So that's cool. Oh my God, the I can't believe that woman cries that much in that show. She cries. Out of 9 episodes I've watched, I think she's cried in 7 episodes. Seriously, I think there's only like 2 of them she didn't.
Well, it's a bunch of writers. It's like that's the common problem nowadays. There's no logic in writers. It's all, hey, let's just throw emotions on the screen. It's like, well, sometimes you got to get when you do put emotions on the screen, there's got to be some payoff to it, not just crying every episode. You know.
You know what's really sad is that I put her name in Twitter for an emoji. Sorry, for a GIF. Literally, one of the things that I found was her crying. One of the GIFs was of her crying. Yeah, it's not
that sounds about right.
Yeah, I can't remember what chat I used that in, but yeah, that was one.
Like there's something wrong with me. Deep down inside. And I don't even know how to begin to explain this to you, but it's like I can...
That's pretty funny. Feed some plants.
What are you hearing, Jack? You don't deserve any of this.
Maybe I do.
I'm not giving up on you, Jack. Don't you give up either.
I don't want to. I love a good fight when it's fair, and when it's not, I'm the one who's cheating. But we have never had the advantage here.
What if we actually do?
See, I like
I
this.
think I know how we can get Vatic.
I know. I love that because it's like there's the character we like.
Yeah.
Grumpy Old Gamer says algorithmic arrival annotation.
Hey, Grump.
What's up?
Hey, Grump.
That's his thing. He just wants to help the algorithm. No matter what.
Well, we appreciate you helping the algorithm. That does remind me because I always forget to ask. Please like the stream and subscribe if you're not. It helps the algorithm because that's basically YouTube's lifeblood, and they will not tell us how the algorithm works, so we just kind of randomly guess what works.
I didn't tell you. I got my first dislike the other day.
Oh, I get them all the time.
Yeah. So it coincided with me posting a short, about 10-15 second short, just showing the Dallas F&T meetup. I think some hater of F&T got on there and disliked that one, and then disliked my game stream that came right after it.
Oh, jeez! Like you're a bigot. You're like, what? Like, how am I a bigot?
Hey! The first it took more than half my life going without being called a name. It took starting a YouTube channel 2 years ago to be called a racist for the first time.
I don't think anybody has called me a racist on YouTube in the comments. But
I've gotten it on Twitter.
Yeah, I've absolutely gotten it on Twitter. But that's Twitter. No, I just people seem to severely disagree with me when it came to a lot of my takes on the Little Mermaid. So yeah.
Apparently, China seems to agree with you, though.
Oh yeah, right. For a second, I was like, "Huh?" No.
Yeah.
Okay.
They only spent $1 million on the Flash.
Wow.
China did not like the Flash.
Yeah, no, they did. Well, have you seen the Flash?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yes.
God, what a piece of shit.
Oh, yes.
I think that the comments are correct that they got to a certain point. They'd spent so much money, the CGI wasn't completed, and they're like, "Fuck it, just put it out there."
Yeah, it's just bad pacing, poor casting.
Yeah.
And an inability to hold on to the theme. The theme disappears for an hour and a half and reappears in the final minutes. So
well, Ezra Miller was never a good Barry
No.
Allen, anyways. And our Star Trek show just became a Flash review.
Well, hey, live YouTube. You know what's gonna happen.
And on top of that, it's a whole lot of Ezra Miller, and that's, one Ezra Miller is probably too much, let alone multiple.
Yeah, and Michael Keaton's just there. He's just there.
Ugh. What they did to Michael Keaton, I'll tell you what, man, that really bugged the shit out of me. When you first saw him, I was like, of course we have to denigrate another beloved character. We gotta bring him down. And it's just like, whatever. Sorry, live TV, guys.
Hey, they love it. They love it.
I know, right? All right, we are. Oh,
ship porn.
The Reapers. Oh, I mean the Shrine.
Well, it's a combination Reaper and V'ger. It's a combination Reaper and V'ger when you think about it.
I just every time I hear it, I think of the Reapers because.
Oh wait, Ryan hasn't seen the.
No, he hasn't.
Movies.
He doesn't get that reference. I just realized that.
No, I don't. Yeah, that other one. So.
You know, after we did finish TOS, we're gonna have to go through the movies.
We gotta go. We gotta go in order. Yep, we gotta go in order. Twist my arm.
Speaking of TOS, it's going to take us forever to get through that. We're going to have to do 2 episodes per.
Or
more. Yeah.
Fuzzy says French horn farts of doom. Yeah,
I
pretty much what it is.
I can't survive as a red shirt that long. I'm not going to survive. I'm going to go down.
Oh, that's the best part. Was when Alf brought out the thumbnail, and you're like, "Great, I'm a red shirt."
All I see is I'm the only. It's like, "Yep, I'm red shirt." Okay, all right.
I mean, I haven't seen the original series, but I knew that reference. Yeah. I was dying laughing. It's so funny. Oh, and I love that. Galaxy Quest makes fun of that too. Like with a Guy, that's it. That's his name. He's like, my name's Guy. He's like, I'm the one that's supposed to die.
He's like, they don't even give me a full name. I'm destined to die.
I know, right? It's so funny. Oh, I love Galaxy Quest too. Did you know that they're actually going to be making an Amazon TV show?
Yep.
Ugh,
yeah. Good luck with that.
Well, the question is Amazon Studios making it, or do they have a third-party studio making it? Because I've noticed a difference. When Amazon Studio does it,
what's my name?
Yeah. When Amazon Studio makes a show, it ends up being shit. But then when they have like a third party, like when they did Reacher and the Terminal List, those were done by outside studios. They were contracted to do those, and they did great.
As long as Jennifer Salke doesn't touch it, it's fine.
Yeah. Because they fucked over Wheel of Time. They fucked over Rings of Power.
Oh, I'm getting ready for season 2.
Wheel of Time?
Yep.
When is season 2 of Wheel of Time?
I'm surprised they made a season 2.
I thought they were they've been hiding it for 2 years. It's finally coming out in a couple of months.
Is it?
Yeah.
If you want someone to review it with, I'll review it with you.
Well, I'll bring you on when we talk about it. I mean,
Okay.
I do the pre-recorded review. I do the whole long form review of that. It's not even going to be. It's not even Wheel of Time anymore. It's completely off the rails. It's into the forest, off the tracks. It's
I heard they totally butchered the story and changed it for my diversity and
it's for mole chick and everything. I mean, got that call her mole chick. Yeah, I'm looking forward. August it begins. For my review season begins in August. Ahsoka, One Piece, live action, Avatar, Last Airbender, Wheel of Time.
They're making a Netflix show, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just saw that. I haven't made a video on it yet. I saw that just last night.
Yeah. That yeah, it's. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Great.
I love review season. I love it. I can handle it. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah.
You prepped your soul for the soul crushing.
I can take it, man. I'm ready for all of it. I'm good. I like reviewing TV stuff. It's fun.
Oh, I do too.
And if I get surprised, like with Picard, and it's good, then hey, I win. But then if it's horrible, you win because then I suffer for your entertainment.
Everybody was asking me why I'm, I was like laughing and kind of having a good time on Friday night, when found out that, obviously Velma season 2 is going to be dropping soon. I was giggling and they're like, "Oh my God, why do you subject yourself to this?" I said, "Because you know what? I love doing it, but at the same time, it's like I love torturing them too with it because I made them subjected them to some of the episodes.
It's kind of like why do you watch like with Mystery Science Theater? It's like why do they watch this? Because they make fun of them and rip on them the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny.
They make it so easy for us now too. It's just yep, we're gonna middle finger everything you love.
I mean, Rings of Power. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and I've read the books. I've read not just the trilogy. I've read The Hobbit. I've read good portions of the Silmarillion, and you could tell they didn't have much rights to anything to be able to develop it.
113 pages of appendices. That's it. That's all they had, and it gets even worse in season 2.
They paid $250 million for that,
and it was awful. The dialogue was awful. The acting was awful.
Yeah,
I don't think there was a redeemable character in that whole show.
Sauron did nothing wrong. We deserve our benevolent overlord at this point. We deserve it.
And the contrivance of how they created Mordor was ridiculous. But if you've read the books, you know that Mordor was like that for a long time.
It was there. Morgoth did it. Morgoth did it.
In the First Age.
Yeah, Morgoth made it. He made Mount Doom.
But we're halfway through the Second Age, and that's when they just like, okay.
Yeah, but Guy Ladrio's
it's not even that. They took events from the Second Age that were separated by thousands of years and smooshed them all together.
All because Guy Ladriel, Warrior Princess, needs a dick dagger.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they turn it into the rings, and then you're wearing her dick on your finger. There you go.
What a great show.
I love it. Season 2, come on!
Didn't they say that they found a way around the writer's strike for that show and they started?
Yeah, they kicked all the production executive producers off the set. Nobody's there. The showrunners aren't there.
You know
it might actually be better.
It might be.
No.
No. That production has been doomed from the start. I mean, they've had a warehouse fire. They've had a horse die.
Yes, they had a horse fucking die.
That's a Tolkien from the grave, like cursing them.
I think that was
rest.
Bigger news about the horse dying than the actual hype for the show.
Well, I guess Morford Clark's unhappy because we know how she loves to ride that horse.
Oh. She is so awkward looking.
Yes.
So awkward.
Thumbnails for days.
I know, right? Just with the faces she makes. You're like, woman, you are not.
Oh, the memes were off the chain for that show.
Oh, I know. It was awesome.
I loved it on the horse one thing. Everybody had the same thumbnail that week on their review without even checking. We all same day reviews without even no correlation. We all knew that was the thumbnail. We all just that was it.
Yep,
that's what it was. Back to Star Trek.
Yeah. So the Titan's warp core is offline, emergency power only, and show.
Life signs. Jack's alive. Slippery. Subspace transmissions?
This is the VSS Plana. We have engaged the fugitives and exchanged fire. We have disabled their warp core and they are incapacitated. Remain at the station. Get weapons back online. We are sending you her last known coordinate. Torpedo incoming.
Both ships are dead in the water, he said.
Prepare a boarding party. Shuttle, no transporters. He's right there. Right there. I can almost.
I know, right?
I like her intensity. She's just losing it.
You can hear the franticness in her voice. She's like, "You want me to wait?" She's like, of course, they don't know that. They probably don't know that she's been threatened. So of course she's all frantic, and dude. And I think that's the guy who shot the other guy for questioning them, right? So like now he's questioning her, and it's like he's the one who shot the other guy for it. A couple episodes ago, like 2. Which
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Don't you hear that? Don't you? Tick tock goes the ancient clock. We are out of time.
Meltdown.
Go.
Yeah. All right. So they're flying over. They're gonna board the Titan. It is dead in the water. Now, I do have questions about this. Did they actually get into a fight, or is this all staged?
It's all staged.
It's a hell of a stage.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it looks like they got into an actual fight. What they do? Go around shooting the ship inside? They're like, shoot here, like blow it up. It does. It looks like the ship is jacked the F up.
Well, remember, it's being held together by duct tape and spit at this point.
That's true. Jordy did say that when they went to the museum. They're like,
yeah, they were getting pretty rocked around when they were in that. What was it the thing they were in the first 4 episodes before it had babies?
Yeah, the power surge. It's like a plasma surge or something.
Yeah, they were getting power surges, so that could explain some of the damage.
True. I mean, it might have been that maybe they didn't really show. I mean, because they've been kind of bombarded numerous times at this point. So yeah, that ship would probably be looking pretty rough. So, but anyway,
Life science scattered like rats. Oh, hello.
he just comes walking out. I love it.
I thought you'd be taller.
Too late. Everyone's dead.
Not everyone, darling boy. I just want to take you to a better place.
That sounds creepy.
Yeah.
How does that mean?
You want to come into my house for a popsicle?
Hey, at least he's not fucking 10 years old like Leia was on Kenobi. You won't always be 10 years old.
Oh God,
that was really awkward.
Yes.
If I would have been Ewan McGregor, I'd have been like, I have a problem with this line.
I'm not saying this.
Like, do you guys hear how this sounds?
Nope, because we're Disney. It sounds okay to us.
I'm sure it does.
What place?
It'll be so much better to show you than to tell you.
I got something to show you, little boy. I know it's not it's not in that context, but it's funny. All right, so they're chasing Jack. We don't need all the hullabaloo while they're chasing him because it's like, woohoo. But ultimately, okay, this is what does matter right here. I click the thing. StreamYards, I will. Oh,
end you.
I will end you.
I don't want. Seriously, it did it again. You piece of shit. Oh, maybe is it back up? Is it? Hold on. Yeah, okay. It's nope. It's frozen on my screen.
It's still live on my screen.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, we're still live, but it's the same. I don't know what in the hell. So how's everybody doing? Again.
I need to beat Zelda in the next 4 days before Final Fantasy 16 comes out.
I haven't pimped my channels, so
I don't.
while we're waiting,
I don't know what the hell is going on.
So yeah, I unfortunately, because of my setup, I have to use Twitch for live streaming. But I re-upload everything to YouTube, and I've been getting better numbers on the YouTube side than on Twitch. So eventually, I want to make the full switch over to YouTube when I can get a capture card and a computer that can run it. But yeah, right now I don't have a capture card, so I stream to Twitch because that's the only thing available for natively streamed through the Xbox. So, but I also set up, and I'll test it out. It's been unreliable. I set up Odyssey, and I'm in the midst of setting up Rumble. But since I set up Odyssey, it's been iffy on if it sends stuff over to my Odyssey when I stream.
Odyssey's weird, dude. I gave up. I'm still there, but I give up on Odyssey.
Yeah,
and the only other way I can verify my videos get there is to download them from YouTube and then upload them manually.
Yeah, their re-upload is wonky as hell.
I know it is.
So I'm gonna focus on getting my Rumble fixed, set up, and then I'll see if it's reliable there. But
yeah, I have my Rumble set up for my gaming channel. And obviously this one, so it does mirror everything over there, which is nice.
Which is funny because I like the operating system or user interface for Odyssey better than Rumble. Rumble's is kind of wonky.
Yeah, it is.
But and Odyssey's got a better user interface, but their upload stuff, the verifying stuff will upload is kind of stupid. So
yeah. It is.
And their server, they don't have enough servers because they've done server tests with a lot of people viewing from YouTube, and it crashed their server.
Yes, Fuzzy, I hear Kick pays the best. Yeah, it's like 95% for the creator. I tried to I set up a Kick. I tried to actually stream to it one time, but because it's not natively supported, you have to create an RTMP or whatever link and kind of like do all that. It didn't work the first time, and I haven't tried it again. I need to try it again though.
I wouldn't mind doing Kick if I could stream it natively from my Xbox, but because Microsoft has a deal with Amazon Studios, and because Amazon Studios owns Twitch, that's the only thing available. I know on PlayStation you can stream directly to YouTube.
Yeah, you can. I did that originally when I was streaming PS4 Spider-Man before I had a good Elgato card.
Oh, and the news on Kick, Amaranth is leaving Twitch, going to Kick.
And Dermy's not happy about that. Dermy's not happy.
What? Why? Just go to Kick. Like what? Who cares?
But Amaranth is a big poll. Like, she gets a lot of money off her streams, and the fact that she's moving to Kick it's shown that Twitch is going to die. My curiosity is because Amazon owns it. Is Amazon going to keep it alive by pumping money into it because they have a lot of money to go, or are they just going to let it die and sell it off?
I would have to know what are all its financial obligations concerning it,
because I know Amazon owns it, and Amazon's got deep pockets.
Well, we know they're willing to spend $1 billion on Lord of the Rings fan fiction. So, I mean,
yeah, what a piece of shit. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Twitch is acting so fucking retarded. Like, there have to be people who be like, this is not a good idea, right? Like, this is there has to be somebody in there saying, what are you guys doing? Everybody's
I asked that question the other night on a stream. I was like, do you think this is the Twitch leadership, or do you think this is the Amazon overlords telling them to do this?
Well, let's remember, this is the same group that had Deer Person as their czar for my feelings.
Yep.
And that Deer Person's still there.
They are? Oh, geez.
Yes.
I thought they got fired a long time ago. Oh, no. Oh, Lord.
No, we looked it up last night on our on Vets Talking, I think, and they said he's still there.
Let it burn. Let it die.
I agree.
Stream on YouTube, stream on Kick.
I agree. Okay. All right, we're back up. Well, we were back up, but who knows how long it'll last. Giggles and Bits says the guy running Twitch is ancient. Oh yeah, have you seen him? They are making a ton of mistakes. Yes. Yeah.
Ready? Now! Alpha! Go!
Drop Bravo! Go. Dropping Bravo.
Good plan. It's working.
Yeah.
It's gonna work until you get.
It's gonna work until it doesn't work.
It's gonna work until an old enemy decides to fuck with you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So all right. Plan works. Everything's great. Boom. Trying to punch and can't get out. And this.
Drop Charlie.
Ah!
Holy shit.
Jack, move.
I know, right? One of her goons shows up. She says, "Don't fire." Jack fires at him.
Run! Deck 14, ready Delta and Echo. Drop Delta and Echo. Now, now!
Oh.
And you're trapped.
Well, technically speaking, that worked perfectly. Trapped?
So are we.
Hang on, Cindy. We're going to transport you out of there.
Oh no, you're not.
Something's interfering with the transporter.
Yep.
Damn it. What's doing this?
I love it. I love it.
Dad.
That's not data. That's not data. Yes.
Awesome.
And I love his reasoning in the end. If it hurts you, good enough for me.
Yeah. That's pretty much that's the whole entire reasoning behind it. So, all right, now we're back with Vatic, who...
Oh, the whistling.
Yeah.
It's very old school horror movie.
You look so at ease. Relaxed. Not even trying to slip out, which is good because it's hermetically sealed, so it would be a challenge even for you. So you are the one who has been hunting us all this time. You must really want my son. Why? You know, I took an oath to do no harm. But you should know, I am rethinking that promise. Aren't you adorable? I was under the impression this would be more of an interrogation. Only now, it seems you've given up your endgame before the start. No hope for me. Unless... And now I see. He's to play understanding to your crew. I'm bored already.
Yeah.
Good luck to us all.
We know what you stole from Daystrom, and have a fairly good idea what you intend to do with it. Frontier Day, where you'll use my body and Jack's blood to make a near-perfect double of me.
We also know about your evolved physiology. What about your son? Do you know all about his physiology?
What do you want with Jack?
Me?
Answer the question.
He's not for me. We could bond over that, since he was never really for you either.
What the hell does that mean?
She's alluding to a lot of things that
Yeah.
I don't think Ryan has gotten yet.
No,
I didn't
don't
get
think
it. I didn't get it.
I didn't either. But I mean, she's, if you've seen it, looking in retrospect, you know what she's alluding to.
Now you understand it, yeah. Well, at this point, it was clear she was a hired goon. This is the moment where I realized, okay, she really is a hired goon. She's not in charge of anything, but she's doing it also out of spite, as we're going to learn now. She's perfectly happy to help her mystery boss.
Yes, she is.
Enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's why they teamed up with the other big bad.
Yep. Why is there no sound again? I'm so over. Oh, wait, just play. The hell is going on? This is so fucked up today. Oh, mother of God, what the hell?
To be forthcoming. True, my understanding recognizes the travesty of the Dominion War.
Do not compare the atrocities committed by your side to the warfare executed by mine.
There never would have been a war had the changelings not initiated.
Necessity. Solids like you were coming and ruin every world you touch.
Name one.
Mine.
Okay, so that's your logic? You ruined my world, so we decided to fight you before.
Well, that's the DS9 lore. The changelings have a warped view of everything. They feel forever persecuted. So their solution: rule everything with an iron fist. So it never happens.
So they're modern day leftists.
Yeah.
Well, they are hive mind.
Yeah.
When they're all in the Great Link, they are hive mind.
Fuzzy says stream. I think it's means StreamYards is maintained by peckerheads. Yes, you are not wrong. This is the most issue.
He said Pockleds. That's a race from TNG.
Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know that.
The really dumbass ones with the big eyebrows.
It's like, where do we do this?
We're smart.
You're smart. I make you do this. Retards.
Yeah. This is the most issue I've had with StreamYards, but no, this has been a giant pain in the ass today, and I am kind of over it. It's like when StreamYards acts like a piece of shit, it really acts like a piece of shit.
We were barely out of the gates of war, and your federation turned to genocide.
A virus.
We gave your people a cure.
Is that the tale?
Uh-oh.
It did it again. I'm so over this. Just one.
Oh, no.
Good fucking God.
Okay, back to talking about my channel.
Yeah.
No, I on my channel I've actually been streaming a couple games that I never finished. Fallout New Vegas and Subnautica. And I think after I'm done with Subnautica, I'm going to do the second one. And then I just throw in a game here and there that if I just want to chill and don't want to, be going through any kind of missions, then I'll do that. But yeah, I got a lot of games that I played and never finished, and I can always, stream it.
Yeah, I have a self-imposed backlog because of that.
Oh, and then tonight at 10 p.m. Central, I'm going to be gaming Sea of Thieves with Ryan Reaper from the Legion and Paul Hadouken, who does the music for Side Scrollers. And who was the other person? I'd have to look at it. But we're going to be playing Sea of Thieves tonight.
I'm actually going to be on Devil Made Me Do It's channel. I guess his guest one of his guests had to back out. So,
really?
Yeah, I guess so.
I was curious which one backed out.
have to look real quick.
Because I know he had Lethal Lightning, ETIP, Horror Armorata.
Yeah, it was ETEP. I guess he couldn't make it. So he's like, I know you got your Picard stream. He's like, but do you think you can hop on? I was like, yeah, I can try to hop on. I mean, if this fucking issue persists, I don't know how well that's gonna be. It keeps telling me that it's losing the internet signal, but it's only after StreamYards drops and like freezes. So it's, I don't know, which is super weird. I wonder if maybe one of the Alf muted himself. I was like, what got really quiet?
I'm making something to eat real quick. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I wonder if maybe one of the cats knocked loose the cat cable or something. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why it keeps dropping.
Cat knocked a cat cable loose.
Yeah, I know, right?
He recognizes the travesty of the Dominion War.
Do not compare the atrocities committed by your side to the warfare executed by mine. There never would have been a war had the changelings not initiated. Necessity. Solids like you coming in and ruin.
It did it again.
It's in that spot.
It is in that spot.
Well, to try and talk around that way, I appreciate this backstory here. It feels real. It feels thought out and flushed out, and it shows us that these aren't Gamma Quadrant. This isn't a Gamma Quadrant ploy. This is just a disenfranchised section of changelings who were POWs.
I also like, as you said it earlier, there's this little argument debate going back and forth on who was right, who was wrong, and two different points of view.
Well, she also ultimately alludes to the fact that, because Picard says we gave you the cure for that we gave you the vaccine to cure it. And he's like, is that what they told you? And then she tells you, she's like, it didn't work. We had to manufacture our own cure. And it's like, oh shit. So now
so it makes you wonder though, if the cure that was given was purposely not working.
Yeah. And it kind of makes you think that it probably was. I'm going to step away and I'm going to see if I can't check maybe if one of the cables is loose or something. I'll be right back. Sorry guys, this is a massive nuisance right now.
That's okay. Adam, do you we need to do like a game stream together at some point.
Something. I mean,
do you have console or PC or what?
I go both ways.
Oh.
I've got right now, let's see. I boot camp for PC games. So I can run stuff. It depends. I've got the PS5. I just got the Switch. So
yeah, I got the Series X. So if there's any game that's on Xbox, it's usually on PC, and it's usually cross-platform between PC and Xbox. So
yeah.
And I don't know if you have Game Pass, but we could do.
No, I don't have Game Pass. No.
Okay.
We'll find something eventually. I mean, it's hard. It's hard finding.
Talk Adam into Fortnite.
No, shut up, Grunk. Shut up.
I mean,
happening.
I do play. I will play Fortnite. No build Fortnite. I've played with Tom.
They've been
attraction and stuff, and it's fun.
Oh, bullshit, Ryan! I've been trying to get you to play a game for weeks.
Oh, okay. Well, I know. I've been what? I said I have. I didn't say I'd recently. I said I have. Wow, you got you were on that like white on rice, man. Oh,
kid on a cupcake.
I've been asking you for a while. It's no big deal, man. I know you're busy.
The hardest thing is finding something everybody will want to play at the same time. It's rough.
Which and I was kind of wondering about World of Warships. How does it work out? So like my character is like super low and yours is like pretty high, right? So like how do you feel to play
there's tier ships. So like I own everything from like tier 1 to tier 7 ships, and I can go down to your tier and play ships at your level.
Oh. So you would have to come down to my level. It wouldn't like,
and it's not a big deal. You get through the first 3 tiers pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then once you get into like tier 3, 4, then you start making decent money off of battles.
Okay. Wait, huh? Oh, I was like, what?
You get in-game
you
credits that you use to
I was like,
yeah, you get in-game credits to buy future ships, when you get to a higher tier.
okay.
And they get progressively more expensive each tier you go up, so
I'm going to fast forward past this part that keeps sticking, so
told you it's Paramount. They're like, fuck these guys.
I know, right? They're like fuckers. Okay.
Well, there's this. I mean, there's Alf. You weren't here. I don't know if you see this last week when I showed this. There's this coming out. And I think this might have some crossplay to it. Share my screen real quick.
Yeah, I see that.
Made by Paradox, guys who make Crusader Kings 3 and Stellaris. They're making a Star Trek Grand Strategy game.
Really?
Based in the TNG era.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm very interested in checking this out. This would be cool.
With the recent controversy over Fable, I thought about finishing Atomic Heart pretty quick and then starting Fable again. The first one, to just be like, oh look, this is what a good game looks like.
A lot of people gave because everyone kind of universally liked the Fable 1 game, but a lot of people gave Fable 2 and 3 shit, but I actually liked them.
I know 3 got a lot of shit. I didn't hear a lot of people talking bad about 2, but I wasn't really in the pop culture space like I am now when 2 was out. So I probably just didn't hear anything about it. I don't know. I've only played through. It's been a long time since I've played any of them. So, all right, I fast forwarded past the part that keeps glitching on us. So,
And those I love. Oh, don't tell me I have no regard for love, or innocence, or pain.
there you go.
Dad, I don't know how long we have.
Lore is taking over all major systems. Security, transporters.
Damn you, Lore.
Lore doing this?
Chaos. He loves the chaos.
How will you feel when she dies for you?
Solid. I call him solid. It's like a racism. Solid. No, just me. Okay.
Sorry, I just got a claim on my stream, and they're blocking the entire stream.
For what?
Music.
What music?
I don't know. I'm looking at it. Sorry.
Did you play any music?
We were probably watching a clip of something, and something was there. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to see what it was.
I've never understood this whole claiming thing.
It's always fucking music.
It's
always
free advertising. It's free advertising for your product.
So Friday Night's Royal Rumble got claimed for Shania Twain's "Feel Like a Woman" from the
I'm sorry, it was in the freaking One Piece trailer. Some stupid song they had in the One Piece trailer. I didn't know it was a real song. Oh god, that's retarded.
That is retarded.
I didn't know.
Yeah, so I got claimed for the Velma thing. They didn't block it worldwide. They just blocked it in Russia and Belarus. Is that what it's called?
Belarus.
Yeah. Thank you, Belarus. Whatever.
No, I just got blocked worldwide. I just got blocked worldwide just now.
Fuck them. I'd be like, I would fight.
I was gonna clip that out and use it as a video tomorrow. Shit.
I would fight it. That's me personally.
I just don't like to take the chance that I'll get the strike if I lose it. That's a problem.
Well, if you dispute it, you won't get a strike. But if you appeal it and fail, then they can strike you. So I mean, I fight everything because I'm a giant pain in the ass. But yeah, it's just me.
All right, yeah.
It's like if she dies, I can't hump her.
Why is he looking at me like that?
More the whistling.
Yep.
aware that you had music in the Great Link.
Oh, we don't. But during my time as a prisoner of war, I learned a great many things about solids. Daystrom Station was my captive home during the war. With 9 of my brothers and sisters kept on shelves. Project Proteus, they called it. The symphony I discovered didn't have brass and strings, but rather squealing of wheels down a hall, squeaking of boots on concrete.
I really like this interaction of the fact that she's describing how her people were basically experimented on. I think it's neat.
Well, it can also be used to explain why these changelings are different than the ones from DS9.
Yep.
Because it's a really good plot twist.
Because when the changelings from DS9 had more of like a liquidy copper colored kind of liquid. These have like fleshy
raw meat. It looks like raw meat.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it looks like when they turn it into liquid form, it looks like blood and pus coming out of a cyst or something. It's kind of grody looking. So
Screams of all tempos, pitches, and whistling.
she took the form of her captor.
Didn't she say she does that out of spite?
Yes.
While she injected us, exposed us, inflicted us with more pain than any being should ever be expected to endure. All to turn us into weapons.
This is really dumb to me. What did they really think they would be able to convince changelings to work for them?
I don't know. I thought that was kind of odd too.
It's like they're not going to work for you. Whose brainchild was this idea?
And I couldn't see regular Starfleet approving this kind of stuff.
No.
It had to have been like Section 31 because Section 31 is very morally ambiguous.
Yes,
with some of the things they do.
Yes, and we've seen some of that over the last couple. Wasn't the last episode? Was it? Yeah, it was. Is that where they went to the museum?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was. Little loose on their morals there. So, but no, this is a dumb idea thinking that they would work for them.
Perfect, undetectable spies, able to drop into any species and spread chaos. Happy ending, though. Through those experiments, you created the perfect monster. Us. Very human. So you evolved from the biological experiments. I'm able to pass it on. Any who want to join our cause, Link, they accept a shorter life, eternal pain for the ability to fool those who took everything from us.
I didn't know.
How remarkable it is that an enlightened species can ignore each other's pain. Do you think she'd have kept your son from you if she could feel your loss?
I love this part.
And you, Mother, are you prepared to lose another son?
Ha ha! Shut up, Wesley.
Yeah. I know. Oh, I love that clip. Shut up, Wesley.
I think that's like in the first or second episode of TNG where he does that.
Yeah, it's I think it's like what it's
season one. That's season one.
like
Yeah.
episode number 2. Yeah, I think so.
Well, it's got to be 3 because isn't the first one a 2-parter? So I think it's
Yeah,
3.
you're right. The first Farpoint was
Farpoint.
2
Yeah,
point.
Farpoint.
2-part.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But no, it was that was pretty out of the gate.
I remember this one episode. He starts talking back to the captain. And the captain's like, "Shut up, Wesley."
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's so funny.
The Federation took my family. Now I will take yours.
Da da da.
You know, I got to tell you, Will Wheaton, who plays Wesley, he's got to be butthurt they didn't bring him back for this season.
Because everybody fucking hates Wesley, and he fucking knows it. And they hate Will Wheaton, too.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshat. Like,
he's a douche.
He's a super douche that loses his mind on fucking social media all the time. And it's like, why would anybody want to bring you back when you're a fucking super douche all the time?
And you're not critical. I mean, yeah, Marina Sirtis loses her shit too, but she's unfortunately critical to the goddamn cast. So
yeah, no,
we'll make excuse for that. But you know,
well,
you're Will Wheaton. We can
90% of the TNG cast loses their shit on Twitter.
That's why
the only one that keeps his mouth shut most of the time is Michael Dorn.
Michael Dorn, my man.
Which is why a lot of people like him.
Yep, yeah, exactly. My man, Michael Dorn.
Yeah. Just we don't need to know your fucking opinions about everything on social media.
Nope.
You know, the social media is what took away the mystique of the celebrity.
Agreed.
And you know what? Good. Let it happen.
I know. I agree with that because it's absolutely nonsensical.
Well, there was a mystique and people put celebrities up on a platform because they didn't really know much about them. They just knew they did movies and they idolized them. And as soon as social media came around, these asshats started all speaking their mind, and people are like, "Huh, never meet your heroes."
Yeah, it's kind of like you guys are all kind of fucking retarded and say the dumbest shit. Oh, and man, I'll tell you what, I think the Coof was the biggest mask off when the celebrities like, we're all in this together, and then of course you have Madonna bathing in a milk bath with rose petals. The hell are you talking about we're all in this together?
And she doesn't even look like Madonna anymore. So
God,
she looks like an alien. Yeah,
they've landed,
or a fish creature.
They've landed, or they're coming for your children.
Yeah. Or speaking of coming for your children, yeah, the fucking White House, man. They're all of our children. No, bitch, they're not.
They're not your children.
No,
excuse me.
I think all the fathers on Father's Day will have something to say about that.
Yeah, when they start claiming your kids, you better be worried. It's not good.
Dad, shield regulators are failing. You have to.
I love this moment, man. I gotta say, LeVar Burton sells this so
I know.
I know you're in there, and I know you can hear me.
You can't fight me. It's gone.
She's too calm, too confident. She has a plan. And if we allow her to slip out, she will take.
How so?
As long as she and her soldiers are on board, she is a threat. Anything she told us she wanted us to know. Jean-Luc, she took the face of her torturer. Why?
To remind herself of her hate. You're right. She's an executioner for her cause. We won't get anything more from her.
I'm okay with this hardcore decision.
Mm-hmm. I really like the dramatic and almost kind of like hopeless moments with like the somber music. I really enjoy it when they're like talking and they're kind of panning around the ship, and and I think that's it's really great for the emotions of the characters, and the acting speaks volumes.
Mm-hmm.
Because Go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
No. I thought I was trying to. I thought your future thought. Sorry.
No,
We're
you're
still
good, dude.
finding our rhythm, guys. We're still finding the rhythm. No, go ahead. Finish thought.
Oh, okay. Well, so yeah, I just it's not fake emotion. It's
No.
they try to toss in these emotional moments in certain shows. We'll just use Discovery. Watch 9 episodes and she cries in 7 of them, and it's like, I don't care. Why are you always weeping at everything? That's not good emotional storytelling. This actually is. So
Yeah.
that was my point.
And the music, again, you get this music, it perfectly fits it, and then in the following scene, it transitions so beautifully to the intensity. And the Jack Sidney scene, as I alluded to earlier in the stream, the music in that scene, I love it. I love what's coming with that scene. It's so good for me.
So I need you to listen to me, because life rarely gives you second chances to say what you should. Okay? Data, you made me better. You did. You made me a better man, a better father, a better friend.
And this scene's got payoff too, because
yeah,
in the first season of Picard, they tried to show that Data and Picard had a close relationship, which they didn't really, not as close as Geordi and Data.
yeah.
Geordi and Data were best friends.
Yeah.
They were always together, and this makes sense.
When Data came back last episode, my thought was, give me a Geordi Data moment. Just give it to me. And they gave it to me here, and then they give me part B in the next episode. And again, and in 9, they gave me exactly what I wanted, and I thank them for it, because this is how it should be. This is
Agreed.
It broke me. But see, you put me back together. You repaired me. The memory of you.
Are you and I so fundamentally changed that we're willing to compromise everything? Everything that we've believed in?
Yes, I think I'm losing my compass.
But right now,
This is what I was talking about earlier in the episode. Is what was great about TNG is they set up episodes during the show where there would be some kind of moral issue that they had to work through, and sometimes the answer wasn't always the best answer that they should have come up with, but it got them through it.
And in this case, I don't think it's a moral issue. It's you're protecting your child,
right?
And that overrides everything for them.
But she's even saying it. She's like, I need to find my moral compass, But they're also struggling. It's the battle between struggling for your kid or struggling for giving away all of your moral high ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's these moments I think are well written.
Prisoner.
The moment we allowed her to board, we invited death onto this ship.
Appealing to my brother's memories of friendship. Very powerful.
What do you want, Lord?
No more than you want for your children. Nothing more than these changelings want. Survival. Human nature bound. Allow me to level the playing field.
Oh, no.
The enemy of my enemies. You know the rest.
No.
Rough row.
Control of the ship.
Captain, we're losing control of our ship's security system.
Get the force field back now.
I love this music now. It's a beautiful transition.
I know. It's so awesome. Sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. I might take another pill.
Gesundheit. No, when this scene happened, I remember when I was watching, I was literally on the edge of my seat. I'm like, yes. Oh, no. and the music just grabbed me, especially when the Jack and Sydney choreography coming up. I was so entranced by it.
And then the choreography you're talking about, I still didn't know what the hell was going on. Like because I watched Nerdrotic's reviews of these episodes he'd do one every week.
I purposely didn't watch it because
And
he
got like he said when he watched through, he kind of clued into what was going to happen, and I still never.
I mean, I don't. I'm not going to call Gary a liar, but I know I won't lie and say that I figured it out. I was being a true fan and just watching, not thinking.
I had theories, and some of my theories panned out to be true. But
some of my theories, well, I don't think I had theories. I think I actively just wanted to sit back and enjoy the ride. I think that's part of it, and therefore give an impassioned review every week. And that was
I think what it was is it's finally to the point where we have a show that gets people excited to kind of think through what could be. They don't. They don't just say it. They show things, but they're waiting for the audience to kind of figure it out for themselves.
Yeah. And it was fun. I was having fun, and that was a weird experience for me these days.
Yeah.
What is this feeling?
Wrong.
I'm enjoying this.
Yes, yeah. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to something. What the hell?
Yeah, remember when things were fun to watch and got you on the edge of your seat and you got excited about something that happened?
Yeah.
The good old days.
Yep.
Memories.
And here's what I like. Sydney's helpless. She's helpless.
Yes, I know.
That thing outweighs her by 200 pounds.
And she's not beating the shit out of it.
And she lost her phaser. So she has no way to fight this thing. And Jack has Jason Bourne inside him. So we know what he can do.
But even right now, like he's up against the wall. He's helpless as of right now. He can't run and immediately save her. There's actual sense of
they also didn't show a 95-pound woman beating up a 300-pound dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which that's a trope nowadays that bugs the shit out of me.
Yeah, unless you're in a fantasy setting where it's somebody who has mega strength. Then I'm okay. That's when I'm okay with it.
I got into an argument with some asshat on Twitter, and he's like, "It's possible if you have good training." And I'm like, "Dude, even in the MMA, they have weight classes
for a reason."
Yeah.
What? Like, what are you talking about? I'm so tired of people who defend that garbage. Like, just shut up. Like,
that's why I stick to fantasy. I can do whatever I want in a fantasy setting.
Yeah, if it's superheroes, I can buy that. Or if it's a fantasy where someone has magic powers or something, I can buy that. But
it's just nonsense.
Dude, I know you're in there, and I know you can hear me.
He's dragging her.
Oh yeah, he's dragging. He slams her face into the shield.
Yeah.
He brutalizes her by slamming her face into that shield.
Just to torture Jack right there.
Yes.
Just to torture him.
I mean, he literally takes her by the back of the neck and just wham. And I mean, that's brutal looking the way they did that. I almost thought for a second she was going to be dead. I really did. And that's not something, you get a lot of payoff for most times. Let me get back to, I just want to show it real quick. But yeah, I mean, it's gnarly.
But it also, you worried about her, which also shows that you care about her character.
Yes. Yeah. Look at the wham! Oh. I mean, he just smashes the snot out of her. Yeah. Like that's fucked up looking. Like, I really thought she might be dead.
Stakes.
Stakes. Yes, actual stakes. And you don't find out that she's not dead until after, like, it's it lingers for a bit.
And Jack cares.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it even more compelling. He gives a shit.
Yeah, and he can't do anything because she's on the other side of a barrier. Sorry. Man, I'll tell you what, my allergies are whooping my ass tonight. Whew.
God damn it, Lord! Let her go!
Jack. Jack.
I love this. I love this.
Jack.
Turn around.
This is so cool. Oh, and the music.
I can only show so much of it, which sucks.
I know, but it's so good.
Roll. 5.
He mind controlled her and helped her win.
Well, he linked with her.
Yeah, he linked with her.
He didn't. He was just like, do this, and he was able to guide her, and that because he had that better perspective on the fight.
Yeah,
and it was just that music and the intensity. I watched that scene over and over again because it was the pinnacle when I did the review. And I was like, wow, this is intense, and we care, and we're having so much connection to these characters right now, and this is why we're enjoying this.
Hey guys, I know it's getting to the end of the episode, but I got to get going. I got to grab some stuff from the store for Father's Day dinner.
Man.
But
no, I completely understand, dude. So
I plugged my Twitch. If you don't want to watch me live on Twitch, you can always catch the replay on my YouTube channel, or once I get Rumble going or Odyssey. Tonight
like I said,
go ahead.
jump on Kick, because that's specifically for gaming too. So
well, unfortunately, I can't stream natively to Kick from my Xbox. So
I keep forgetting. Yeah, that's
so
yeah. Happy Father's
either
Day
way,
to everyone.
Yeah, they can. You can catch if you want to catch me live on Twitch. If you don't want to give the viewing time to Twitch, that's fine. I understand. You can catch it later on YouTube. But I'll be playing tonight at 10:00 p.m. Central Standard Time with a few people from the Legion of Memers. But when I'm not here, you'll find me on Friday nights on Ballbusters and Saturday nights at Vets Talking, and sometimes during the day on Saturday at the Legion of Memer stream. But
all right, man. See you, buddy.
Yep. Catch you later.
All right, we got about
a few minutes left. This is the end.
Yeah,
we're right here.
Yeah,
it all falls apart. It all falls apart.
Yep.
I'm here, Jordy.
Yes.
Go try. Accessing field regulators. Now.
And she is freaked out.
Yeah.
Was that you in my head?
That's an appropriate response.
Yes.
Jack, please. You have to trust me.
It's like you just played me like a puppet, and now I'm afraid. But then here comes a serial killer.
Yep.
We gotta run.
Radix said her people were subjects of Project Proteus. Reference that against the Daystrom Manifest. And here it is. The formula they were exposed to contained polonium 847.
This is so cool because this is Beverly winning right here.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like the fact that they actually have a compelling story set up. They actually have compelling evidence to allude to the plot of what's going on. It doesn't feel lazily written.
No.
And the protagonist characters are their actual stakes. They're able to fail, and they actually have to work to try to win. Yeah, it's kind of nice to see.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it, with the freaking pop-ups.
Should contain trace amounts.
We can track them. The guards show Vatican have men are proceeding across Tech 9. Don't let them reach the bridge access lift.
On it. Engaging fire.
Oh.
My shot, Shaw.
Yeah. But he makes a mistake.
Yep.
Didn't go for didn't do the double stab. Always be.
Not taking the bridge.
Always slit that throat.
Weapons ready.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. And what's great about this is that this basically gets Empire Strikes Back right here for us. It's just it works. He didn't win.
Yup.
It's over. It's what are you gonna do? You're done. And I love Vadic when she walks in here.
I know. I know.
Open a channel,
Oh,
would you? Please. I should like to address my ship. Attention! Crew of the Titan. You've proven yourselves worthy, I suppose. Not without guile. But what defense is formidable against the formless? I warned you. It would end this way. You could have spared yourselves then where you are now. I did this not out of cruelty, but mercy. To be mutable, fluid, means knowing what the river knows. That there are many ways to the same sea. So here we are, where we were always going. To bring Jack Crusher where he most belongs.
This is so good here.
I know.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. That's villain moment, and it's cool.
Yeah.
I am Vadic. Captain of the USS Titan. Jack. My dear. If you can hear me. It's time you learned who you truly are.
Awesome.
They tease us, but then they don't tell us.
I know.
They drag that out till episode 10. They drag it out. You're not going to get it till 10. But there it is. I mean, that it sets it up so well. And then the next episode, did you see the next one?
I have like
10 minutes. Last 10 minutes. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I haven't watched the last 10 minutes. So I will rewatch it, obviously, before we review it next week. So we will review that next week, and then the week after that, we will review 9 and 10 together, because that is basically the 2-part finale of Picard season 3.
Yeah.
It's
so good. It's so good.
Yeah, so it's going to be awesome and then we'll actually have all 4 of us here for that. So it'll be, Samuel will be able to make it for that one. He won't be on a road trip. So, and of course, it'll be awesome. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah,
but
it's going to be satisfying. You're going to be so satisfied, dude.
I know. I've heard everybody was like really like hyping up the finale. They're like, oh,
I rewatched so many of those clips over and over again when I reviewed it because I just had to.
Yeah. And so I'm really looking forward to it. It's awesome reviewing something that you actually really give a shit about.
It was so much fun. It's like I'm having fun. I'm watching something great, and we're all having fun. We're not bitching and moaning for once. It was fun.
Yeah, I said this last week too. I like Sundays and Mondays because I get to review Picard, which season 3, which I like. And then of course I get to do the good seasons of Game of Thrones. We're on tomorrow. We're on episode number 2 of season 4. It's just a blast to be able to review good stuff because unfortunately, most of the other streams we talk about stuff that sucks and usually irritates us. And so but irritates some people. At this point, I do
pretty well.
Stupid.
I
laugh at all the
I can
stupidity.
handle it. I mean, some people complain how their minds are turned to jelly after watching this stuff. I laugh it off. I enjoy roasting the hell out of this shit now.
I do too. I literally I'll literally watch something bad and actually laugh at how bad it is. I'll just be like, I can't believe it's that bad. The self-awareness of these people is out of control. But apparently, I will be on Devil Made Me Do It's channel in about an hour. I'm hoping
Beelzebub.
Yeah, I hope that my allergies are under control by then, because I'm feeling like all sorts of messed up, sneezy, watery eyes. But anyway, yeah, that's where I'm going to be heading after this. What you got going on, man?
I'm going to take a dinner break, and then at some point tonight, I will fire up some more Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, as I said earlier, endeavor to get as much of it done before Thursday and Final Fantasy 16 arrives.
Yeah. I've heard people talking about Final Fantasy coming out.
I'm excited.
All right. Well, all right. Well, thank you to everybody in the audience and on all channels. Excuse me. Again, please like and subscribe if you have not, because I always forget to say that. It's been good streaming on these 3 channels. And we will definitely see you next time. Samuel's not in here, so I guess I'll have to say engage.
You know, back when I was in the academy, we would follow every toast with a song.